Hi, in this video I'm going to take you through the new features found in SBLi version 2. Firstly, as you can see, the builder is now free. Also note the scenario name. This is not the same as the scenario file name. The scenario name is set in the Properties panel. The scenario name gives you the flexibility to use spaces, punctuation and symbols that would not be allowed as a file name. The reason I'm pointing this out is because in the new version of the server, the scenario name can be seen in the player window. Let's log on to the server so you can see what I mean. Just logging on. Having the name within the player is very handy, for example, when you have a series of scenarios like this. When you actually start to play, you can see in here it says scenario name stats 1 normal distribution. So it's really good to have that confirmation that you actually started the correct scenario. Okay, so let's get back to the builder. What I want to take you through now is the changes that we've made to the prerequisite builder. So what I'm going to do is I'll add a location, and I'm going to call this location home. And we don't need that, so we'll just put home here, and we don't really need anything there. Okay, so the idea here is that we've got a location home and we're going to go to work. Now there are a couple of pathways we can do this. We can grab our keys and drive the car to work, or we can catch a bus. So what I want to happen is if I collect my keys, so we've got an item here which is called keys. I'll just label this keys as well. And what I want to have happen is if keys are collected, then he can obviously, or we can obviously drive to work. So let's work out the prerequisites required to have this happen. Okay, so we're at home. Over here is the button to open up the prerequisite builder. There we go. And as you can see, we have a drop-down box here which indicates available or not available. And the sentence is, I want this location home to be available if. Now this little plus, yellow plus sign, will add a condition for us. And the condition that we want is if the item keys have been collected, I want location home to not be available. Now that we've got that condition completed, we can say save. Okay, so to test that that is working, we'll go into player mode, which is from mode. You can do a control tab or just click on player mode. Now, we're at home. I've got the keys. I am going to collect them, and there you go. Home has disappeared. So that prerequisite worked. Let's go back to the builder mode. The other option I want to give is that he can choose to take a bus. Okay, so if you've got two options, then we have to go to the prerequisite builder and actually give an or option. So let's just double click to open up our previous prerequisite condition. And we've got the item keys has been collected. And this time I want to say or add a condition, the action take a bus has been performed. Save changes. Once again, I'm going to do a control tab so I can go to the player mode. What's happening here is that I haven't done a reset state. So to get back to the beginning, that means disable any previous prerequisites. You do a scenario reset state. Okay, so from the beginning, we're at home, and Now our options are either collect the keys or take a bus. So when I click on take a bus, as you can see, home has now disappeared. Okay, so now let's see if we can make this even more dynamic. What if we wanted to specify that he had to collect his wallet so that he could pay for the bus? So in here we'll write wallet. Get rid of that. Okay, so if this is the case, we would have to be at the prerequisite builder, and this time he could either collect the keys, meaning he's going to drive a car, or he takes a bus and must collect the item wallet. Now the difference here is that these two must be performed to make it happen. So that's why we have these parentheses. So now it is, I want the location home to not be available if the keys are taken or these two conditions have occurred. He clicks on the action take a bus, but he's also, collected his wallet. So we'll save those changes. Once again, go to builder mode. So I'm at home. I'm going to click on a bus. He can't actually take the bus. He forgot his wallet. So if he goes back inside, grabs his wallet, there you go. He was able to get the bus. So that's how prerequisite works, using parentheses and a little bit more mathematics to actually get more control over how you want those pathways to work.